Hello, welcome back. It's good to have you with us again.
Hi everyone, come in, sit down. This one is a story.
Claire is telling it, and she has warned me twice that it makes her look ridiculous.
It does make me look ridiculous. That's why it works.
Before you start, can I ask you something first?
Go on.
How many hours would you say you practiced English in your worst year?
My worst year, not my best year.
Your worst, the year where nothing moved.
About 240 hours.
That is a lot of hours for a year where nothing moved.
40 minutes a day, almost every day, for a year.
And at the end of it?
At the end of it, I spoke exactly the same as I did at the start.
That's a horrible sentence.
It's the most honest sentence I have about my own English.
240 hours and no change at all.
None that I could hear. None that anyone else could hear either.
So what were you actually doing in those 40 minutes?
Practicing. Genuinely practicing. That's what makes it worse.
Explain that, because people are going to think you are being lazy.
I wasn't being lazy. I was being extremely disciplined about the wrong thing.
All right, now tell me the clock story, because I know it's coming.
The clock story, right.
She has been holding this one for months.
I lived in a shared flat in Ghent for 2 years. Small kitchen, 3 of us.
Good start. Shared kitchens are where everything happens.
There was a clock on the kitchen wall. White, plastic, nothing special.
Fine, and?
It was stopped, the whole time, both years.
Stopped as in broken.
Stopped as in the battery died before I moved in, and nobody replaced it.
For 2 years.
For 2 years, in a kitchen I stood in every single day.
And you didn't notice.
I looked at that clock hundreds of times. I never once read it.
Hold on, what's the difference?
That's the whole episode, and I'm glad you asked it out loud.
I walked into that.
You did, beautifully.
So how did you find out?
A friend came over, made tea, glanced up and said, "Your clock stopped."
And you said?
I said, "No, it isn't," with total confidence.
Of course you did.
And then I turned around and looked at it properly for the first time.
10 past 4.
10 past 4. It had been 10 past 4 since before I had the keys.
That is genuinely funny and slightly frightening.
It's frightening because of what it means about attention.
Say it.
I had a relationship with that clock. Daily, repeated, consistent.
Practice, basically.
Practice. And it produced zero information for 2 years.
Because looking isn't reading.
Looking isn't reading, and repeating isn't changing.
Oh, that's the thesis, isn't it?
That's the thesis. That's the whole thing.
Say it once more for the people who just started listening.
Repeating isn't changing. You can repeat something 1,000 times and stay exactly where you are.
And this is the part where it stops being about Claire.
Yes, because you have a clock too.
Everybody has a clock.
If you have been studying English for years, and you can't point to one thing that is different about how you speak, you have a clock on your wall.
You are looking at it every day.
And you have not read it once.
That's uncomfortable.
It should be. I lived it.
Right, here's what tonight is.
Tell them.
Claire is going to walk you through 4 changes she made. Not 4 more things to study. 4 changes to the practice itself.
And each one comes with real phrases. In English, you can say tomorrow, out loud, to an actual person.
15 of them by the end.
15. And we say every one of them together before you go.
And stay with us to the end, because the last change is the one that makes the other 3 permanent.
It's the smallest one, too. That's the annoying part.
She won't tell me which one it is.
You'll survive.
This is the fluency plateau.
Your daily step past the plateau.
So take us back. What did those 40 minutes actually look like?
They looked extremely responsible. That's the problem.
Go on.
Half of it reading, a quarter on vocabulary, a quarter on a podcast.
That is a perfectly sensible routine.
It's a beautiful routine. I would recommend it to someone else and feel good about it.
But
not one part of it could go wrong.
Say more.
In 3 years of that routine, I never once produced a sentence that could fail.
Because reading can't fail.
Reading can't fail. Vocabulary lists can't fail. Listening to a podcast can't fail.
You either understand or you rewind.
And either way, nothing about me changes.
That's the clock again.
That's the clock. I was looking at English 40 minutes a day.
And never reading it.
Never reading it. Never making it tell me anything about myself.
Let me push on this, because people at home are doing that exact routine right now.
They are, and I'm not going to tell them to stop.
You're not?
No, reading is good, vocabulary is good, podcasts are good.
So what's the objection?
They're input. They fill the shelf. They don't move the hand.
That's a better way of putting it.
I had a full shelf and a hand that didn't move.
I know exactly what that feels like.
You've told me about your version.
My version was flashcards, thousands of them. I loved my flashcards.
How many words?
Nearly 4,000, over 2 years.
And how many of those 4,000 came out of your mouth in a real conversation?
In 2 years, maybe 30.
30.
And I want to be fair to myself. I knew those 4,000 words.
You did know them,
I could recognize every one of them instantly on a page.
which is a real skill.
It's a real skill that nobody in a room can see.
And that's the honest definition of the plateau, isn't it?
Give me your definition.
The plateau is when your input keeps growing and your output stays frozen.
That's good. That's very good.
And it feels like effort. That's why it's so hard to escape.
Because you are working.
You are genuinely working. You're tired at the end. You've earned it.
And a year later, you sound the same.
A year later, you sound the same, and now you also feel guilty about it.
So when did it break for you?
Slowly, and then in one conversation.
Tell me about the conversation.
A colleague asked me how my weekend was, and I gave her a very good answer.
Very good how?
Grammatically complete, 2 clauses, correct tense throughout.
I'm already uncomfortable.
And it took me about 4 seconds to build, and she had already looked away.
Ouch.
And I remember thinking, I have 3 years of practice behind that sentence.
3 years for 4 seconds.
And she had already stopped waiting.
That's the moment.
That's the moment I went home and looked at what I was actually doing.
And what did you see?
10 past 4.
Of course you did.
The routine had been stopped since the day I started it. I just never read it.
All right, so before the 4 changes, give them the test.
The test. Yes. Everyone, this is for you, and you can do it right now.
Pause if you need to.
Think about your last study session. Yesterday, this morning, whenever.
Have it in your head.
Now answer this out loud. What was different about it?
Different from the one before.
Different from the one before. Say your answer out loud, right now.
Pause the episode. We're serious.
And if you can't name one thing, that's your clock.
That's not an insult, by the way.
It's not an insult at all. I couldn't name one thing for 3 years.
Neither could I, and I had 4,000 flashcards to prove it.
So here's the definition we're working with tonight.
Give it to them.
Practice is repetition. Change is repetition with one thing different in it.
One thing different.
If you can't name the thing that was different, you didn't practice, you repeated.
And repeating is looking.
And looking isn't reading.
Right. Change one.
Change one was the hardest, and it's first for a reason.
Which is?
Nothing else works until this one is in place.
Go.
I stopped practicing things I could only get right.
Say that again more slowly.
I stopped practicing things I could only get right.
So you deliberately went looking for failure.
I went looking for the possibility of failure. There's a difference.
Explain the difference, because that sounds like a slogan.
Fair. If an activity has no way of going wrong, it also has no way of teaching you anything.
Because the feedback is the lesson.
The feedback is the entire lesson. Everything else is decoration.
All right. Concrete example.
Reading an article in English. Can that go wrong?
Not really. You either follow it or you look a word up.
Now, saying a sentence to a person who might not understand it.
That can go wrong in about 9 ways.
And every one of those 9 ways is information.
So what did you actually change in the routine?
I gave myself one job a day, one sentence said to a real person, where I didn't know if it would land.
1 a day.
1, that's all. My routine barely got longer.
But it got a risk in it.
It got a risk in it for the first time in 3 years.
And how did that feel?
Awful. Genuinely awful for about 2 weeks.
I want people to hear that.
Please. It felt worse than the comfortable routine, and that's the point.
So here's the practical problem, though.
Go on.
Most people can't just find a stranger to risk a sentence on every day.
No, and I couldn't either. So the phrases matter.
Because the right phrase makes the risk small.
The right phrase turns a scary moment into a normal one. That's what these 4 are for.
Let's do them. First one.
First one is the smallest and the most powerful thing I ever added to my English.
No pressure.
Here it is. Did I say that right?
Oh, that's lovely.
4 words. Say it with us. Did I say that right?
Why is it so good?
Because it turns any conversation into a lesson without stopping the conversation.
And it's not embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing at all. Native speakers say it to each other about names and places all the time.
Give me a situation.
You've just used a word you learned last week. You're not sure about the stress.
So you finish the sentence.
You finish the sentence, then you add it. Did I say that right?
And they'll answer honestly.
They almost always do, because you asked. People don't correct you unless you ask.
That's true, and nobody tells you that.
Nobody corrects an adult's English uninvited, ever. It's too rude.
So for years you're getting no feedback at all.
Zero. Everyone is being polite, and you're getting nothing.
Now, what do you do with the answer?
Good question. Nothing clever. You repeat their version once, immediately.
Out loud, in the same breath.
In the same breath, before the conversation moves on. That's the whole repair.
And if you don't?
If you don't, you've had a correction and stored nothing. You nodded and lost it.
So the asking isn't the skill.
The asking isn't the skill. Saying it back is the skill.
Say it once more, everyone.
Did I say that right? Second one is the same idea, pointed forward instead of backward.
Forward how?
Instead of checking what you said, you ask for what you should have said.
Give it to us.
How would you say that?
Say it with us.
How would you say that?
That's a big one.
It's enormous, and here's why. It gets you the natural version instead of the correct version.
Those are different things.
Those are very different things, and every one of us has learned the correct one.
Example,
I once said, I have the intention of leaving at 6.
which is correct English.
Which is completely correct, and nobody in that country has ever said it.
And what came back?
I said, how would you say that? And she said, I'm off at 6.
4 words instead of 8.
4 words instead of 8, and I've used it every week since.
And you'd never have found that in a book.
Never. It's not incorrect to say the long version. It's just not what people say.
Right. Third phrase.
Third one is permission, and it's for longer conversations.
Permission for what?
Permission for them to interrupt you, which they will never do without it.
Give it,
Stop me if I get it wrong.
everyone, together.
Stop me if I get it wrong. You say it at the start of the story, not the end.
Why at the start?
Because at the end, it's a request for judgment. At the start, it's an invitation.
And it changes how they listen.
It changes how they listen completely. They stop being polite and start being useful.
I use a version of this in meetings, actually.
Do you?
I say it before I explain anything technical. Stop me if I get it wrong.
And does anyone stop you?
About 1 time in 5, and that 1 time is worth the other 4.
That's exactly the ratio. You don't need feedback every time.
You need it to be possible.
You need it to be possible. That's the whole of change one.
Fourth phrase,
Fourth one is for when you know your word is wrong but you can't find the right one.
which happens constantly.
Constantly. And most people just push through and hope.
What's the phrase?
Is there a better word for it?
Together.
Is there a better word for it? You use it right after the word you're unhappy with.
So you say the bad word first.
You say the bad word first, on purpose, and then you ask.
That takes some nerve.
It takes less nerve than you'd think, because the sentence already worked.
They understood you.
They understood you. You're not fixing a failure. You're upgrading a success.
I like that a lot.
And that's the reframe that made all of this bearable for me.
Say it properly.
I stopped asking for help and started asking for upgrades.
Same question, completely different feeling.
Completely different feeling, and people love giving upgrades.
They do, don't they? Everyone likes being the expert for 10 seconds.
Everyone. You're giving them a small gift when you ask.
Right. All 4 of change one after another.
Say all 4 with us. Out loud, please. Did I say that right? How would you say that? Stop me if I get it wrong. Is there a better word for it?
4 phrases, and every one of them creates the possibility of being wrong.
Which is the entire point. That's what my 40 minutes never had.
The clock again.
The clock again. Nothing in that routine could ever tell me the time.
Quick pause here, and then change 2.
A short one.
If you're still here, this far in, you're the person we make this for.
You really are. Most people leave in the first 2 minutes.
So, subscribe. That's it. That's the whole request.
We publish these 3 times a week, and they're built to be listened to in order or on their own.
And if you've been watching for a while without subscribing, today's a good day.
It's free, and it takes 1 second.
It's the only thing we'll ask for tonight.
and it genuinely helps us keep making them.
Right. Back to Claire's kitchen.
Back to the kitchen, please.
Change 2 then.
Change 2 is about volume, and I don't mean loudness.
What do you mean?
I mean how much English actually left my body.
That's a strange way to put it.
It's deliberately strange, because I want the physical version.
Go on then.
In my 40-minute routine, almost no English left my body.
It all went in.
It all went in. Eyes and ears. Nothing came out.
And the mouth is a separate machine.
The mouth is a completely separate machine, and it had 3 years less training than my eyes.
That's a real gap.
It's an enormous gap, and it's the gap most people at home have right now.
Let me ask the obvious question.
Ask it.
People do speak in their heads while they read. Doesn't that count?
It counts for something. It doesn't count for much.
Why not?
Because in your head, you never get it wrong. Your inner voice is perfectly fluent.
Oh, that's true.
Your inner voice speaks flawless English at native speed. It's a liar.
It really is a liar.
Mine had a beautiful accent and never once hesitated.
And then the mouth opens.
And then the mouth opens and a different person shows up.
So change 2 was just speak out loud?
Half of it. The other half is what made it work.
Which is?
I listened back. I recorded myself and I listened back.
Everybody hates this.
Everybody hates this, and everybody who does it changes within a month.
How long were the recordings?
90 seconds, never more.
That's short.
It has to be short or you won't listen back, and the listening is the part that works.
What did you talk about?
Whatever happened that day, what I ate, what annoyed me, what I was going to do tomorrow.
Nothing clever.
Nothing clever at all. Clever topics let you hide in vocabulary.
And what did you hear on the first one?
I heard myself say the word thing 11 times in a minute and a half.
11.
11. And I had 4,000 words on a shelf, like you.
That's the shelf and the hand again.
That's exactly the shelf and the hand. My shelf was full, and my hand kept reaching for the same object.
So, what did the recordings actually change?
They gave me a list. For the first time, I had a real list of my own problems.
Instead of a general feeling of being bad at English.
Instead of that fog, yes, the fog is useless. A list is workable.
What was on the first list?
3 things. I said, thing, constantly. I started every sentence with so, and I never finished a sentence about the future.
That last one is oddly specific.
It was completely invisible to me until I heard it.
So tell people what to listen for. Otherwise, they'll just cringe for 90 seconds.
That's exactly what happens the first time. So, 3 things, and only 3.
Go.
1. Which word did you use too often? There's always one.
2.
2. Where did you stop in the middle of a sentence and restart it?
And 3.
3. Which sentence sounded like a book instead of a person?
3 questions, and none of them is, do I sound bad?
None of them. Because that question has no answer and no next step.
And that's the clock, isn't it?
That's the clock. 2 years of looking and 1 glance from outside.
Your friend, in the kitchen.
The recording is the friend in the kitchen. It says, your clock stopped.
All right, the phrases for change 2.
These 4 are all about catching English from other people and keeping it.
Because that's the other half of output.
It's the supply. If you're going to speak more, you need better material.
First one.
First one is 4 words, and it's the best question in English.
Bold.
What did you just call it?
Say it with us.
What did you just call it? You use it the second someone names something in a way you wouldn't have.
So not when you don't understand.
No, when you did understand, and they used a better word than yours.
That's a much more useful moment.
It's the moment everybody lets go past. You understood, so you moved on.
And the word disappears.
The word disappears forever. You've just heard the exact word you needed, and you let it go.
Give me a real one.
A plumber said my radiator was gunked up.
Gunked up?
I understood him completely, and I stopped and said, what did you just call it?
And now you own it.
And now I own gunked up, and I've used it about 100 times, mostly not about radiators.
Second phrase.
Second one marks the word as new, out loud, so it sticks.
What is it?
That's a new one for me.
Together.
That's a new one for me. It does 2 things at once, and both of them matter.
Tell me.
It tells your brain this is worth keeping, and it tells them you're paying attention.
And people respond well to that.
People love it. Say that to someone and they'll give you 3 more expressions in the next minute.
Because you've shown them it's welcome.
You've shown them it's welcome, and most people are dying to explain their own language.
That's very true.
Third phrase. This one is the fun one.
Go on.
I'll steal that, if you don't mind.
Everyone.
I'll steal that, if you don't mind.
That's charming.
It's charming, and it's a promise you're making to yourself in public.
Ah, that's the trick.
That's the trick. You've announced you're going to use it, so you use it.
Does it ever land badly?
Never once. It's a compliment about the way someone talks.
Nobody has ever been offended by that.
Nobody in the history of conversation. It's the safest phrase in the episode.
Fourth one.
Fourth one is about structure, not words, and it's the one that took me longest to learn.
Give it.
I'd never have said it like that.
Together, everyone.
I'd never have said it like that. You use it when the words were all easy, but the shape was surprising.
Give me an example of shape.
Someone said to me, I'm not being funny, but that's not going to work.
Every word in that is simple.
Every single word is a word I knew at 15, and I could never have built that sentence.
Because it's an assembly, not a vocabulary.
It's an assembly, and assemblies are what separate B2 from C1.
That's worth repeating.
Above a certain level, you don't need more words. You need better arrangements of the words you have.
And nobody teaches arrangements.
Nobody teaches arrangements because they're not on a list. You can only catch them live.
Which is why you have to be in conversations.
Which is why change one had to come first.
It all connects.
It all connects. 4 phrases, together, please. What did you just call it? That's a new one for me. I'll steal that, if you don't mind. I'd never have said it like that.
And now everyone at home, do the other half.
Yes. Pause this, right now, and talk for 90 seconds about your day.
Out loud, in English, to nobody.
Record it if you can. Listen back if you're brave.
We'll be here.
And I promise you'll hear something you didn't know was there.
Change 3. And this is the one I argued with you about.
You did, for about an hour.
Because it sounds like an excuse to do less.
It sounds exactly like that, and it isn't.
Tell them what you did.
I cut my 40 minutes to 12.
12 minutes a day.
12 minutes a day, and the 12 were harder than the 40 ever were.
Define harder.
I stopped doing anything I could do while tired.
Oh, that's a good filter.
It's the best filter I have. If you can do it while tired, it isn't changing you.
Reading an article while tired.
Perfectly possible. I did it for years, mostly on trains.
Recording yourself while tired.
Almost impossible. You hear it immediately.
So the length was never the point.
The length was never the point. I'd been buying time and calling it effort.
Say that again, that's a hard sentence.
I'd been buying time and calling it effort.
And 40 minutes felt like proof.
40 minutes felt like proof that I was serious. It was the only proof I had.
And it was proof of nothing.
It was proof that I sat down. That's all it ever proved.
All right, defend the 12 minutes properly, because people will not believe you.
Right. Here's the honest version.
Go.
Difficulty can't be sustained for long. That's not weakness. It's just how attention works.
So, a long session has to be easy.
A long session is forced to be easy. It's not a choice you make. It's arithmetic.
And the easy part is where the change stops.
The easy part is where you're looking at the clock again.
So 12 hard minutes beats 40 soft ones.
Every single time, and it isn't close.
Then why not 5? Why not 2?
Because there's a cost to starting, and it's about 3 minutes long.
The warming up part.
The warming up part, where your mouth is still slow and your first sentences are rubbish.
So a 5-minute session is almost all warm-up.
It's nearly all warm-up, and you stop right when you were about to be useful.
So 12 is the shortest session that has real work in it.
That's how I landed on it. 3 to start, 9 that count.
What did the 12 look like?
4 minutes of recording. 4 minutes of listening back. 4 minutes of fixing one thing.
One thing.
One thing, not 3. I tried 3 and it did nothing.
Why does 1 work better than 3?
Because you can't watch for 3 things while you're talking. You can barely watch for 1.
That's true in anything physical.
It's true in anything physical, and speaking is physical.
Now, the other half of this change.
Say it, because it's yours.
Deadlines. Claire started giving herself deadlines and I stole it immediately.
You did steal it, within a week.
I'll steal that, if you don't mind.
Very good. Yes, that's the phrase working.
Explain the deadline thing.
Every new expression got a day, not a folder, a day.
Meaning you had to use it by then.
By then, in a real conversation, out loud, to a person.
And if you didn't?
Then it was gone. I deleted it. No guilt, no backlog.
That's ruthless.
It's the kindest thing I ever did for myself, actually.
How is deleting it kind?
Because a list of 200 unused expressions is just a monument to failure.
Oh, that's dark.
It's dark, and I had one. 211 items, all of them a small reproach.
And now?
Now I hold about 4 at a time, and every one of them has a day on it.
Right. Phrases for change 3.
These are the deadline phrases. They're what a deadline sounds like out loud.
First one.
I'm using that one tomorrow.
Together.
I'm using that one tomorrow. You say it to the person who just gave you the expression.
So they hear the promise.
They hear the promise, and that's what makes you keep it.
And they'll ask you about it.
They often do. And then you have to have used it.
Second one, and this is the payoff of the first.
I've been waiting all week to use that.
Everyone. Together.
I've been waiting all week to use that. You say it after you've used the new expression successfully.
So it comes second, in time.
It comes second, and it's a genuinely delightful thing to say to someone.
It also makes the whole thing visible.
It makes it visible, and people get involved. They start feeding you material.
Third phrase.
Third one is the honest one. It's a small confession, and it works beautifully.
Which is?
I only learned that word last week.
Together.
I only learned that word last week. Most learners hide this. They use the new word and pretend they've always had it.
Because admitting it feels like weakness.
It feels like weakness, and it's the opposite. It's a receipt for effort.
And people respect it.
People respect it enormously, and more importantly, they remember to help you again.
Fourth phrase.
Fourth one is the smallest, and I say it most often.
Give it to us.
Let's see if it sticks.
Together, everyone.
Let's see if it sticks. It's permission for the thing not to work.
Which you need.
Which you absolutely need, because most new expressions don't stick the first time.
And that's not failure.
That's not failure. That's the normal rate. Maybe 1 in 3 stays.
1 in 3.
1 in 3, and the other 2 come back later or don't. Either is fine.
All 4 of change 3, please.
I'm using that one tomorrow. I've been waiting all week to use that. I only learned that word last week. Let's see if it sticks.
And here's your pause, everyone.
Yes, think of one expression you've been meaning to use.
You have one. Everybody has one.
Now say out loud what day you're going to use it, and who you're going to say it to.
Out loud, a day and a person.
Pause here and do it. It takes 4 seconds and it changes the expression's status.
Change 4. The small one you wouldn't tell me about.
The small one, and it's the one that makes the other 3 permanent.
Go on then.
Before every session, I write down the one thing that will be different.
That's it?
That's it. 1 line, before I start.
That does sound underwhelming.
It sounds underwhelming, and it's the only reason the other 3 survived.
All right, defend it.
Everything decays into comfort. Everything, including change 1, 2, and 3.
Because you get good at them.
Because you get good at them, and then they can't go wrong anymore.
And a thing that can't go wrong is a clock.
A thing that can't go wrong is a clock. Even the good habits become clocks.
That's slightly depressing.
It's only depressing if you don't have a check. The line is the check.
Give me a real line from your notes.
Today the recording is a phone call, not a monologue.
All right, that's specific.
Another one. Today I don't allow myself the word thing.
That's very specific.
They have to be. Vague lines don't count. Today I'll try harder is not a line.
That's just a mood.
That's just a mood, and moods aren't measurable.
Give me 2 more real ones so people can copy the shape.
Today I ask one person how they'd say something.
That's a yes or a no by dinner.
And here's my favorite. Today I finish every sentence I start.
Oh, that's brutal.
It's brutal and it's fixable, which is the combination you want.
And notice none of those is learn 10 new words.
None of them. Because that's a shelf line. Every good line is a hand line.
What's the test for a good line?
You can answer yes or no at the end. That's the entire test.
Did the difference happen, yes or no?
Yes or no, no discussion.
And what happens on the days you write nothing?
Then it wasn't practice, it was a repetition, and I mark it that way.
You still count it?
I count it honestly. Repetitions are fine, they're just not change.
That's a healthy way to hold it.
It took me a while. At first I felt guilty about repetition days.
And now?
Now I know a week is about 4 change days and 3 repetitions. That's a good week.
That's very achievable.
It's completely achievable, and it's the opposite of what I did for 3 years.
Which was 7 repetition days a week.
7 a week, 300 a year, and a clock on the wall.
Right. The last 3 phrases.
These are the ones you say when a difference has actually landed.
So they're proof phrases.
They're proof phrases, and you can only say them truthfully after change has happened.
First,
I used to say it the other way around.
together, everyone.
I used to say it the other way around. It's a small sentence and it's a big claim.
Because it means you can see your own history.
It means there is a before and an after in your English, and you can name both.
Most people can't.
Most people can't, and that's not because they haven't changed.
It's because they never wrote the line.
They never wrote the line, so the change happened invisibly or not at all.
Second phrase.
I've started saying it like this instead.
Everyone, together.
I've started saying it like this instead. It's the present tense version of the same idea.
So it's a change in progress.
A change in progress, which is where you actually live most of the time.
And it invites a reaction,
It invites a reaction, and often you'll get told which version is better.
which is free feedback.
Which is free feedback, and now we're back at change 1.
It really does all connect.
It's one loop. That's why the order matters.
Last phrase of the episode.
Last one, and it's the most human of the 15.
Give it.
That's the one I always get wrong.
Together.
That's the one I always get wrong. You say it about a specific word, not about your English in general.
Why does that distinction matter so much?
Because one is a fact about a word and the other is a story about you.
And the story is much heavier.
The story is unbearable, and it's usually not even true.
Say the good version and the bad version.
Bad version. I'm terrible at pronunciation.
And the good one.
That's the one I always get wrong, about one word, which is fixable this afternoon.
One is a wall, the other is a task.
One is a wall and the other is a task, and that's the difference between 3 years and 3 weeks.
All 3, everyone.
I used to say it the other way around. I've started saying it like this instead. That's the one I always get wrong.
Right. All 15, one after another, and you say every single one with us.
Louder than feels comfortable. That's the instruction.
Number 1, for checking what just left your mouth.
Did I say that right?
Number 2, for getting the natural version instead of the correct one.
How would you say that? Number 3, said at the start of the story, never at the end. Stop me if I get it wrong. Number 4, for upgrading a sentence that already worked. Is there a better word for it?
Number 5, for the word you understood and would never have used.
What did you just call it?
Number 6, for marking something as worth keeping.
That's a new one for me. Number 7, the safest phrase in the episode. I'll steal that, if you don't mind. Number 8, for the sentence made of easy words in a shape you couldn't build. I'd never have said it like that.
Number 9, a promise made out loud to somebody else.
I'm using that one tomorrow.
Number 10, the payoff, said after it worked.
I've been waiting all week to use that. Number 11, the receipt for your own effort. I only learned that word last week. Number 12, permission for it not to work. Let's see if it sticks.
Number 13, proof that you have a before and an after.
I used to say it the other way around.
Number 14, the same proof, still in progress.
I've started saying it like this instead. Number 15, about one word, never about you. That's the one I always get wrong. 15 phrases, and you have now said every one of them out loud twice.
Which already makes today different from yesterday.
Which means today counts. By our own definition, it counts.
Claire, finish the clock. People will want the end of it.
The end of it is quite boring, and that's why I like it.
Go on.
I bought a battery. It cost almost nothing. It took under a minute.
After 2 years.
After 2 years of looking at it every day.
That's the part that gets me.
That's the part that gets me too. The fix was never hard.
The fix was never the problem.
The fix was never the problem. Seeing it was the problem.
And nobody can see their own clock.
Nobody can see their own clock. That's why you need a recording, or a person, or a written line.
Something from outside.
Something from outside, once a day, saying, your clock stopped.
So let me say the honest thing to whoever is still here.
Please do.
If you have been studying English for years and you feel stuck, you are not lazy.
You are not lazy, and you are not slow.
You have almost certainly worked harder than people who speak better than you.
That is genuinely true, and it is genuinely unfair.
You've done the hours.
You've done the hours. I did 240 of them in 1 year and moved nowhere.
And it wasn't wasted, was it?
It wasn't wasted at all. Every one of those hours is still on the shelf.
The shelf was full the whole time.
The shelf was full the whole time. I just never moved my hand.
So, the 4 changes, quickly, 1 line each.
1. Practice something that can go wrong.
2. Say it out loud and listen back.
3. Shorter and harder, with a day on every new expression.
4. Write down the one thing that will be different before you start.
And that last one takes about 8 seconds.
8 seconds is the whole difference between practicing and changing.
Between looking and reading.
Between 2 years and 1 battery.
That's it. That's the episode.
So, one thing to do before you close this.
Here it is. Tell us in the comments, what is the one line you're going to write before your next session?
Not your goal for the year, the line for tomorrow.
1 sentence, specific enough to answer yes or no at the end of it.
And say it out loud before you post it. That's the method, in 1 comment.
We read them. We answer them.
This has been the Fluency Plateau.
Your daily step past the plateau. Go and read your clock tomorrow.
See you then.